our fifth chapter is measuring instruments. So the unit outcome, that is choose the method for measurement of resistance for given application. So the resistance which are classified in three types measurement. So with respect to the types of resistance, the low resistance, medium resistance and high resistance, you have to suggest the methods for measurement of those resistances. Then the another unit outcome is describe with sketches the specified blocks and working of given type of oscilloscope. So we have to study the use of oscilloscope, operation of oscilloscope, etc. So called as CRO. Then describe the sketches for the procedure to measure the parameters using CRO. So how the voltage and currents which can be measured with help of CRO, that we have to see. Then describe the sketches, the various blocks and working of given type of signal function generator. So we have to study the function generator, and with this we have to study the frequency meter, synchroscope, infrared meter, etc. So we will start with the first outcome, that is the measurement of resistance. So first is classification of resistance. So the resistances which are classified as, हे लिहून घेतलं तरी चालेल. So first is the low resistance, medium resistance and high resistance. So low resistance which is in order of 1 ohm and under may be classified as low resistance. 1 ओहम किंवा त्यापेक्षा कमी या रेजिस्टन्सच्या व्हॅल्यूच्या रेजिस्टन्सना काय म्हणतो आपण, लो रेजिस्टन्स असं म्हणतो. हे लिहून ठेवलात तरी चालेल. द लो रेजिस्टन्स मीन्स द रेजिस्टन्सेस in order of 1 ohm is called as low resistance. So medium resistance, the resistance from 1 ohm upward to about the 100 kilo ohm or 1 lakh ohm, 1 lakh ohm or 100 kilo ohm ज्याला आपण म्हणतो. So 1 ohm to 100 ohm, 100 kilo ohm, 1 ohm to 100 kilo ohm resistance is known as medium resistances, and the resistances above the 100 kilo ohm called as the high resistances. So the classification which is not rigid but forms the basis for techniques followed by the measurement. आता हे क्लासिफिकेशन कशासाठी केलं आहे, तर लो रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करण्यासाठी आपल्याला जी इक्विपमेंट लागतात, त्यानंतर मीडियम रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करण्यासाठी जी इक्विपमेंट लागतात आणि हाय रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करण्यासाठी जी इक्विपमेंट लागतात, तर त्यानुसार आपल्याला काय करावं लागतं, यू हॅव टू सजेस्ट दी appropriate equipment as per the value of resistance. So with this we will start how the medium resistances which is measured. तर जनरली तुम्हाला मीडियम आणि हाय रेजिस्टन्स मेजर करण्यासाठी आपल्याला काय लागेल, तर या इक्विपमेंट जी आहेत ती वापरावी लागतील. तर आता मीडियम रेजिस्टन्स कोणाचा असतो, दी रेजिस्टन्स ऑफ दी वाइंडिंग्स. सो वाइंडिंगचा रेजिस्टन्स, त्यानंतर इलेक्ट्रिकल मध्ये वायरचा रेजिस्टन्स, हे सगळे आपण कन्सिडर करतो ऍज अ मीडियम रेजिस्टन्स अबव 1 ओहम. सो दॅट वी हॅव टू स्टडी द रेजिस्टन्स मेजरमेंट फॉर मीडियम रेजिस्टन्स. आणि अनदर मेथड आपल्याला कोणती लागते, वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट, वी हॅव टू टेस्ट द रेजिस्टन्स ऑफ द इन्सुलेटिंग मटेरियल. सो इट इज इन ऑर्डर ऑफ हाय रेजिस्टन्सेस. तर हा हाय रेजिस्टन्सच्या ऑर्डर मध्ये असतो. सो आपल्याला दोन रेजिस्टन्स जनरली फार महत्वाचे आहेत, एक म्हणजे मीडियम रेजिस्टन्सेस. सो इन इलेक्ट्रिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू वी हॅव टू स्टडी हाऊ टू मेजर मीडियम रेजिस्टन्सेस and how to measure high resistances, because high resistance which is high resistance measurement which is the very important. So during the insulation resistance measurement, so when we measure the insulation resistance, at that time we have to use the measurement of high resistance appliances which can be used for measurement of high resistance. So the basic method for measurement of resistance, there are number of methods for measurement of the medium resistance. So that is basic method is ammeter voltmeter method, another is substitution method, another is Wheatstone bridge method, and the ohm meter method. So very popularly with practical perception, the method which used called as ammeter voltmeter meter method. जी प्रॅक्टिकली मेथड कोणती वापरली जाते जनरली, तर ॲमीटर व्होल्टमीटर मेथड किंवा विस्टोन ब्रिज मेथड. जनरली तुम्हाला ॲमीटर व्होल्टमीटर मेथड ही सोपी का पडते, प्रत्येकाकडे विस्टोन ब्रिज अवेलेबल नसतो, मात्र प्रत्येकाकडे ॲमीटर व्होल्टमीटर हा अवेलेबल असतो. आणि त्याचा विचार करता ही, हॅलो हॅलो, हा बोला.
सर तुमचा आवाज येत नाही. सर तुमचा आवाज म्यूट आहे सर.
हॅलो, अरे म्यूट होतं का?
हो.
बरंच शिकवून झालं माझं, थांबा. हा, सो कुठपासून सांगायला पाहिजे तुम्हाला? हा, so there is a certain deviation from the true value because of these connections, because in one condition you have to consider the resistance of meter, and because of resistance there will be a voltage drop, that is VA, whereas for second circuit the ideally the voltmeter resistance is infinity, but practically which is not possible, some milliampere currents which is flowing through the voltmeter. For this case some voltage drop will be there. For this case there will be another path for the current from IR पासून एक दुसरा पाथ तयार होतोय, that is IV. सो अशा प्रकारे दोन्ही सर्किट मध्ये एरर येते. मग ही एरर काढायची कशी? तर फॉर दॅट पर्पज यू हॅव टू यूज the formula, that is RM1. We know that RM1 is equal to V by I, and V is equal to the voltage across resistance plus voltage across the ammeter. For second case, for second diagram, so VR plus VA divided by I, where VR means what? R, I into R, and VA is I into RA. So I, which is common, so I ला I जाईल आणि राहील का R plus RA. So RM1 is equal to R plus RA, or R is equal to RM1 minus RA. So त्यालाच आपण सिम्प्लिफाय केलं, जर RM1 ला आपण कॉमन केलं तर काय येणार? 1 मायनस RA हा जो आहे, तर याला काय करतोय आपण? 1 मायनस RA बाय RM1. दिस इज द ऍडजस्टमेंट, दिस इज द ऍडजस्टमेंट. तर ती ऍडजस्टमेंट आपण करतोय. Thus the measured value of resistance which is higher than the true value, and it is also clear from above, the true value which is equal to the measured only if the ammeter resistance is 0, right, and voltage किंवा current flowing through voltage voltmeter which should be infinity. So relative error ER, which can be calculated as RM1 minus R divided by R. So RM1 minus R means, so RM1 minus R means RA. So this is RM1 minus R which is replaced by RA, and relative error which is nothing but the RA by R, RA by R. So which is small under the resistance measurement and large as compared to the internal resistance of ammeter, and therefore which should be so this first figure which is used for high voltage measurement, sorry, high resistance measurement. This is this type which is used for high resistance measurement, whereas this type which is used for the medium resistance measurement. So basically VI method, which is very popular for the measurement of medium resistance. Another is another method for measurement of the medium resistance is nothing but the Wheatstone bridge method. So Wheatstone bridge method, which is important device. So very simple method. So DC supply which is connected to 4 resistances. There are one resistance which is the unknown resistance, others are the fixed resistances. So there is one galvanometer which is connected across the upper middle of the upper and lower arm. दोन्ही आर्मच्या मध्ये एक गॅल्व्हनोमीटर लावलेला आहे बघा, which is nothing but G. So बघा मी वाचतो, it has 4 resistive arms. So together with source of EMF and null detector. null detector म्हणजे तुमचा गॅल्व्हनोमीटर जो 0 दाखवतो, सो त्यालाच आपण काय म्हणतो? null detector. Usually a galvanometer G or other sensitive current meter. So the current through the galvanometer depends upon the potential difference between point C and D. या C आणि D मधला potential difference किती आहे त्याच्यावर तुम्हाला करंट दाखवेल. So the bridge is said to be balanced when there is no current flowing through the galvanometer. हे ब्रिज कधी बॅलन्स आहे असं म्हणणार तुम्ही? जेव्हा या गॅल्व्हनोमीटर मधून जाणारा करंट काय आहे, जेव्हा गॅल्व्हनोमीटर मधून जाणारा करंट 0 आहे तेव्हा, म्हणजेच पॉइंट सी आणि पॉइंट डी हे दोन्ही पॉइंट जेव्हा इक्वी पोटेन्शियलला असतील तेव्हाच काय म्हणेल, आपण म्हणू की हे दोन्ही पी आणि आर हे रेशिओ दोन्ही काय आहेत, सेम आहेत. काय आहेत, सेम आहेत. सो हे बघा इथे म्हटलेलं आहे, दिस ऑकर्स वेन दी पॉइंट सी अँड पॉइंट ए इक्वल्स दी व्होल्टेज फ्रॉम पॉइंट डी टू पॉइंट ए. सो पॉइंट आणि ए आणि बी हे दोन्ही इक्वी डिस्टन्सला असतील फ्रॉम पॉइंट डी अँड सी. ओके, किंवा उलट म्हणू शकतो आपण, ए ते डी हे अंतर काय सेम पाहिजे जेवढं ए आणि सी च्या इलेक्ट्रिकल अंतर थोडक्यात, राईट. सो फ्रॉम this we can say I1P is equal to I2R. So I1P is equal to I2R. So I1P म्हणजेच काय आहे तर I2R आहे. म्हणजेच कधी तर जेव्हा D आणि C हे दोन्ही इक्वी पोटेन्शियल आहेत तेव्हा, जेव्हा D आणि C, so when D and C which is as equipotential. So for the galvanometer we can write the when current is 0, कधी करंट 0 असेल I1 is equal to I2 and I2 is equal to काय असणार, E म्हणजे सप्लाय व्होल्टेज डिवायडेड बाय P प्लस Q. हे बघा इथे I1 is equal to I3 तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. So this is I1 and which is equal to I3 when there is a what? So D and C points are at equipotential and which is equal to E divided by P plus Q. E divided by P plus Q. इथे तुमच्या लक्षात येईल बघा, I1 म्हणजे काय असणार, याच्यामधून जाणारा I1 म्हणजेच हा I3 करंट असणार, बरोबर. जेव्हा हे दोन पॉइंट D आणि C एकाच लेवलला असणार and that is nothing but the E divided by P plus Q. E divided by P plus Q. So E divided by P plus Q केलात तुम्ही, बरोबर, की तुम्हाला काय मिळेल, the current flowing through the galvanometer, current flowing through the resistance P or current flowing through the resistance Q means I1 is equal to I2 which is equal to E divided by P plus Q. E divided by P plus Q. So by simplifying, by combining the equations, we can write P upon P plus Q is equal to R upon R plus S. So by again simplifying, we can say that QR is equal to PS. QR is equal to PS and unknown resistance R. So R is equal to S into P by Q, which is called as standard R. So whereas S is called as standard R and P and Q are called as ratio R. P and Q are called as ratio R. So I hope with this we conclude our today's lecture. So in today's lecture, we have seen that there are three types of resistances: low resistance, medium resistance, and high resistance. So resistance up to 1 ohm called as low resistance. The resistance from 1 ohm to 100 kilo ohm is called as medium resistance, and the resistance which is higher than the value of resistance which is higher than the 100 kilo ohm called as the high resistance. The resistance can be measured with help of voltmeter ammeter method, with help of Megger, etc., tester, etc. But for your class, for your subject, you have to understand only how to find the unknown medium resistance with help of VI method, and for next lecture we will see the measurement of high resistance. So with this we will conclude our lecture. So मला तुमची जरा अटेंडन्स घेऊ दे.